The partnership between eBay and PSA or collectors is getting deeper. They've got a new feature that I'm going to talk about in a minute, but I also wanted to go off on the authentication program for a few minutes because I'm getting a lot of feedback on this on Instagram. It's interesting. In case you don't know, over a certain value, if you buy something on eBay that's in a slab, it will go to a third-party authenticator. Spoiler alert, that authenticator is PSA. You can just tell by the address. It goes care of whatever the name of the ultimate winner is of the auction, and then it goes to Santa Ana, California. So it's all PSA. Right now, at the moment, it's free. I'm going to talk about that in a minute as well. And what happens is they send it off, and in my experience, buying high-end cards, it adds about 2 weeks to the total shipping time. So if I want to ultimately get my card, if it's going to be authenticated, I have to at least factor 2 weeks into that. I'm going to talk about the positives for a minute, then the negatives. Positive is, well, hey, I'm not perfect. I'm not an expert in every single card from all the different Pokemon eras and all the different sports. Supposedly the person on the other end at PSA is, and so therefore they can swat away certain things and they could find something that's counterfeit and send it back. Or there actually was one time, this really ticked me off, but I sent something, the guy got a good deal on it actually, and I had a video packing this thing. Okay, so the slab was perfect and shipped it, to Authenticator, and they're like, oh, there's a problem. And there was like a little piece missing on the slab. And I didn't do that, so it must have happened in shipping. And it sucks because that guy ultimately didn't get the card. I sent the picture of it to him. I'm like, hey, do you care about this really, really minor? He's like, no, I don't care at all. I was going to cross it anyway. So that was just crazy to me. And I think, so it adds a lot of time. If you're a seller, I've been selling a lot of my collection. I think some stuff is like at the top right now, like vintage. And what happens is the authenticating process adds like 2 or 3 weeks to your payout. I've had my account since 2000. I'm Boston Card Hunter on eBay. So, basically since inception. And it's 100% feedback. And it doesn't matter. I sold a card and it's off to the authenticator. And then the other problem is, if the card's got an autograph on it, which is most of the stuff I sell, it takes all that time. It goes there. They're like, yeah, this is good. This is what you sold. And then, by the way, we don't do autographs, so here you go, have fun. It's like, really, dude? And they've really failed me before. I had a Wilt Chamberlain 1969 signed card. The seller photoshopped it for the listing. This is a known guy. He's out of business now, or else I would just blast him. So he photoshopped it. And the card was creased in half. It was in a Beckett slab and it was not graded. So that's like a warning for you guys. If you're going to go buy stuff based on pictures, make sure the card has been graded. Don't just get authentic stuff and trust the picture. So it was creased in half. It went to the authenticator. It took its 2 weeks and they're like, yeah, this is good. And I was like, no, it's not. It came back to me and I kept possession of that card. I'm like, I'm not, I challenged it. I challenged it through a chargeback on the credit card. That's how pissed off I was that the guy wouldn't negotiate down on the condition. But again, like I said, he's out of business and I still have the card. So they failed on that one. They are not very good at looking at, the stuff, the basic stuff that's in the listing. So the other thing that worries me is this is all free right now. I mean, anybody with half a brain sees where this is going, right? It's going to be like an additional fee you're either forced to pay because it's baked into like an eBay fee, almost like the airlines and security fees, or, it's just something that becomes necessary, like you have to pay it. And I don't know, they might charge it by tier too, kind of like the upcharging. It's like, what if you sell a $100,000 card on eBay? They may require you at some point to pay $500 or $1,000 to go to the authenticator, and you don't want to, and that's the price you pay for the eyeballs for using eBay's market. So this partnership's getting really close, and I'm looking at their market caps. Like, all right, eBay's 40 billion, in change, and eBay PSA was valued at 2.3. That's not their valuation anymore. I know what their EBITDA is, and it's insane. But I don't know. They're not worth more than 10. Whatnot's worth more than PSA now at 11.5. And you start to think like, who are the targets? Matt's a PE guy, and GameStop could buy them potentially if they're liquid enough. eBay could buy them. Walmart could. Amazon, Meta. It's very interesting to see. So, I don't know. I don't like where it's headed. My spidey sense. I know I keep saying my spidey sense, but I don't know. I don't love where I think this authentication program is going. But hey, I'm going to share some other stuff that's they're getting into bed together even more. This is hot off the presses. Like this morning, I'll show some screenshots off while I talk about this. But now eBay and PSA have partnered to the point where you can get a raw card graded not instantly, sorry. You can do it within the checkout process. So if you buy, the parameters are $250 or more, non-autographed cards, some other specifications. So you want to buy a raw card on eBay, it's $299. As part of the checkout flow, you'll be able to choose the appropriate service to have that card just sent to PSA for grading right off the bat, which is interesting because it will save you shipping one way. It's just, to me, it's a crazy gamble. Like you're trusting that person and their photos and their ability to like wipe the card up with a cloth or whatever. And I don't know if I take part in it, but again, it's showing what Nat does as a PE guy. You want to own the ecosystem from the opening. They can't take part in that because Fanatics owns that. And they can't take part in the breaking because they don't own a breaking company. But they damn sure can handle the auctions and the grading and the vaulting and all the other stuff around that card. And for the foreseeable future, I don't see a competitor. I do think Fanatics can destroy Card Letter with their distribution and QR codes and crowdsourcing a comp system. I would love for them to do that. Card Letter, what's that? 10 million in revenue tops. It might not even be that attractive enough of a market for them, but maybe personally they want to stomp on it. I don't know. I do also think it could populate Fanatics Collect with a lot of cards too, so some synergies there. But so that's the new thing. I don't know when it's going to go live, but those are literally the first photos shared by the PR firm this morning. So let me know what you think about these things. Number one, let me know what you think about the authentication program, your personal experiences. Maybe it's good, like you've been saved by it. Maybe it's been bad because you haven't been paid fast enough. Let me know how you feel about PSA and eBay getting closer and closer and closer together as two big companies in our space. And also, let me know what you think the future looks like for if you would use this new card grading part of the checkout flow process. I personally would not, but let me know if you would. Thanks, everyone.